that received a Division I at the State Solo and Ensemble Contest. Please take a moment to silence all cell phones and other electronic devices. Note that we are recording this concert for our Saxon Bandad YouTube channel. Please be respectful of others and plan on recording it yourself. Thank you for coming and enjoy tonight's concert. Tonight we have a representative from the MS Society to talk about her story. Please welcome Joni Mount.
Robin, and thank all of you for coming tonight. And before I forget, Robin said that you were selling T-shirts that had a band and MS logo on it. I saw one, and I'd love to see it up close. That's really cool. Really neat thing to do. So thank you for your support, the MS cause, and for helping to make MS a memory for the thousands of us suffering with this disease. I'm very impressed with this fundraiser that's being held by high school students. That's very impressive. I love your activism and your compassion. Please keep it up. You'll never regret helping others. So I want to tell you what multiple sclerosis is, MS, and what it has meant to me and my family, and also a little bit about the society, since the society is what supports and does so much for those of us living with MS. First, the society. The Greater Illinois chapter has programs and services for people with MS, such as support groups. Also, they help with financial aid, things like maybe an air conditioner for someone's apartment. And they can be support groups, which I was a facilitator for a number of years in Oak Grove Village, where I'm from. And the society helps support the support groups with financially if we need to pay for the room and that kind of thing. And they also provide rides for people with MS to the support group, because there are people that can't drive. So 6 times a year you can get a ride to the support group through the society. Also involved in the transportation arm of the services department is the rides for doctor's appointments, because we also need rides sometimes for that. Twice a year, rides can be provided to people with MS to see their doctor. So there's a number of programs and services that I could go on forever. Also, a good amount of the money that is raised goes to research. And I can give you some more statistics on that in a moment. But first, what is MS? Well, it's an autoimmune disease where the body is thought to attack itself. This disease affects the central nervous system and disrupts the flow of information within the brain and to the rest of the body. You need to understand that there is no known cause and there is no cure. The symptoms range from reduced or lost mobility to numbness, blindness, paralysis. It affects people during heat. I have extreme high heat intolerance. Humidity just lays me out. It's like I have to go to bed. I just get so heavy and tired. Fatigue is a big part of it as well. The blindness is something that a lot of people experience in one eye. It's called optic neuritis. I had that. And it affects people between the ages of about 25 to 50, is the general range. And that number has expanded. It used to be more just prime of life, mostly women in their prime of life. But now it seems like it's getting to a much younger age, which is really sad when you don't even know what causes it. So it can occur at any time. But it does affect women 2 to 3 times more than men. And it is much more common in the northern climates, so sort of north of the 46th parallel. You tend to see more incidences of MS for some reason. It's been tried to be linked to vitamin D and sunlight, but again, no one knows. It's not considered hereditary, but there is maybe a 3% chance if you have someone with a relative that you may get it. But again, there is no specific gene that causes it either. So specifically, I fit most of the statistics that I just shared with you. I was in the prime of my life. I have 2 young sons. career that I loved, and I was completely blindsided by the diagnosis. I eventually stopped working because of MS, and that obviously had an impact on me emotionally and on my family financially. But I want to tell you to look beyond the statistics, because this disease does not discriminate. 24-year-old Johnny Peroni, who does a fundraiser every year, was totally blindsided. He doesn't really fit that statistic. And my friend Al, he was diagnosed when he was 54, and he had to give up his pilot's license. So it comes from nowhere and can affect anyone. And then there is the 14-year-old who went to sun with my sons at Conant. But anyway, she was 14 and a three-sport athlete, and entering into her high school freshman year, looking forward to playing soccer and basketball, when she went temporarily blind in one eye. And at 14, why does that happen? It's so unfair. She started having numbness in her legs or feet on occasion too, and was eventually diagnosed with MS at 14. She's grown into a beautiful young lady, and is now, 11 years later, working for the MS Society. Megan is actually here today, but I think she prefer I didn't say that. But she's a beautiful young woman and has really shown so much strength through this. It just happens, and it's so unfair. It came for no reason, and it'll go away for no reason. So these symptoms come and go. And in fact, in the old days, they used to think that women were hysterical, and that's why they were having these issues. So you can have cognitive memory issues, fatigue issues, blindness in one eye, which I also have. And that occurred to me when my youngest was 3. Yeah, my kids were 3 and 6 when I lost vision in my left eye. It eventually came back over the period of 3 weeks. And 5 years later, I went numb on my right side, and that's when they finally diagnosed me. So I've had MS, let's see, my kids are now 26 and 29. So I've had MS for over 20 years. So it happens. So while statistics have their place, I don't believe in all of the numbers, because one of the numbers says that someone is diagnosed with MS every hour. Well, they're not dying at that rate. And if someone's diagnosed every hour, then there are way more people with MS than we have numbers for. And a lot of that's for legal reasons, for privacy, and because it costs money for the government to coordinate and compilate all those statistics. So we don't know how many people really have MS. I won't throw out the numbers if there are 20,000 people living with MS in Illinois, but I bet everybody here can raise their hand saying they know somebody who is affected with this disease. So it goes far beyond the statistics that we read. But no one knows, since no one knows the cause and there is no cure, we know this is not going away anytime soon. And this is why you lending your time and raising money is so important. Not only to those of us who currently have MS because of all the things the society provides and all the money that they give to research to help us, but to also the thousands more who will be diagnosed. So where does the money go? About 30% goes to research. The MS Society has given so much research. I think it was $11 million in 2011 alone. Research has allowed me and thousands of others to go from weekly or daily giving ourselves shots with unpleasant side effects that we had to give to ourselves every day, every week, every other day, whatever we chose, and not knowing if it was really helping us. When you have a headache, you take an aspirin and it goes away. When you give yourself a shot for MS, nothing happens except you feel lousy. So what you're doing is saying, okay, this is going to slow down the disease, and this is the best they can do, is hopefully slow it down. And we hope it's going to slow down the number of incidences, flare-up, that you have by 30%. And that's about as good as it gets. There has been a lot of progress in I was on an IV medication where I went in for an IV once a month, and I loved it. It actually did improve, I think, on that medication, but because it has a fatal side effect, I had to go off of that. The good news is that Megan and I now both don't do any of that. They come out with pills, and we now take 2 pills a day. Again, the same thing. Don't know if it's helping, but we know it's not hurting, and it's the best we have. So that's what you go with. But believe me, we'll take pills over shots anytime. So all of that, it doesn't cure MS. So we put ourselves through the side effects in hope that it will slow the disease. Because remember, there is no cure. But it does continue to change our lives in big ways. To see the strides that have been made in research and the amount of money that the MS Society does devote to research. And the other big chunk of money, probably about 50%, goes to the programs and services that I mentioned, including the support groups and the doctor's appointments, and providing financial assistance for those people living with the challenges of MS. There's also teleconferences, a magazine. You get the picture. There's a lot of services that are provided by the MS Society, and we're thankful for all of them and thankful for you for helping to support that. One other thing that people don't know about this disease is that no 2 people with MS are alike. We're all like fingerprints. We might share some of the same symptoms, but we never necessarily have some of the other symptoms. But we all can relate to what's going on because we all have the same disease. So while we relate to each other, we know that they're going what they're going through, and we suffer their issues with them. And the MS Society is a common thread that we all count on because it brings us all together. So you doing this event tonight for MS is so touching. It touches so many lives, and it is so very much appreciated. And I thank you so much. So thank you for someone who will benefit from your efforts tonight. I really appreciate it. And please enjoy the dance. Sounds like a great night. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you once again, Ms. Brown, for your words, for speaking with us tonight. So on to the music for this evening. We have several chamber groups which received a Division I superior rating at IHSA Solo and Ensemble Contest. We have one addition to the program. We have 3 chamber groups to start the concert, the third of which is our flute choir, which will be playing a piece entitled Winter's Journey. So without further ado, here are our chamber groups. work with our students. We have had a long list of some excellent conductors over the years, and today is no exception. Senior programs, a biography for Mr. Mark Hanglish. He is a very well-known music educator in Chicago and the area. He had some phenomenal bands at Glenbard West High School. This is the school he was at for the longest amount of time. He currently conducts the Arlington Heights Community Concert Band, and actually early in his teaching career, Mark actually taught here at Schaumburg High School. So it's a very neat connection for us here. Mark will be conducting 2 pieces with each of the bands tonight. So please welcome back to the Schaumburg High School stage, Mr. Mark Hanglish.
Appeared in 1964. It opens with a fanfare-like statement by the brass section, accompanied by percussion in the background. The main theme is then stated by the clarinet with a rhythmic background. The middle section presents a lyrical statement of a new theme by a flute soloist, followed by reiterations of the theme in various sections of the band, as well as by the full band. The ending is highlighted by a key of and a restatement of themes, making a very exciting finish. On is just over, 50th anniversary, here is Unbridled Overture.
Hello. Hello, my name is Daisy Molina Cortez, and I play the saxophone. Frank Kelly's arrangement of Shenandoah is based on traditional 19th century folk song. While variations of the melody and text have been handed down through the years, the most popular tells the story of an early settler's love for a Native American woman. Inspired by the freedom and beauty of the folk melody and the natural images invoked by the lyrics, please enjoy Frank Kelly's Shenandoah.
Thank you.
Mother Earth by David Mislaka was written in 2006 and commissioned by and dedicated to Brian Silver. The South Dearborn High School band in Aurora, Indiana. The piece was inspired by the poem Mother Earth by St. Francis of Assisi. This is Mother Earth by David Mislaka.
while we're making a set change, we still have a few more chamber groups that will be coming up. And we had a really great showing at IHSA Solo Ensemble Contest this year. Schaumburg High School took over 100 events, 86 of which being band events, and over 49 of them received a Division I rating. So we had a really great showing, and we're really happy to be able to have a very large handful plan our concerts over the next 2 nights. I'm going to let them finish. Oh, yes, yes. Give them a hand. I'm going to let them continue their set change. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves. Start back up with our horn trio. They'll cue you by the
AD, unquote. Indeed, the mountain is symbolized by the power and energy in this work. The tension and suspense of the impending cataclysm characterizes the introduction of the main themes. Dragging rhythms and mode changes convey a light mood that is interrupted by quotations from the disarray of the medieval requiem mass, invoked as a symbol of death and destruction. An image of everyday village life in the towns oblivious to the dangers portrayed in a quiet interlude is disturbed by the first fiery events on the mountain. A final battle of themes builds to a state of extreme agitation, conveying the chaos of volcanic explosions and suffocating ash. This is Frank Kelly's Vesuvius.
violin, Carolyn Morin, and I play clarinet. Love Play was originally written for a cappella choir by famous contemporary composer Eric Whitaker. After deciding upon a poem by Edward Ashe, Whitaker had it translated into Latin by the celebrated American poet Charles Anthony Silvestri. The piece was later transcribed for Winton, utilizing the various colors of woodlands and brass to give the piece a new dimension. Please enjoy Lots of Room Play by Eric Whitaker.
Thank Ride was written and titled for that exact moment in my life when Jack Stamp's generosity and Leadfoot were as equal in their inspiration as the beautiful Indiana, Pennsylvania countryside luring past my car window. Sit tight and hang on to San Diego's ride. Also, a quick fun fact, one of the last times this piece was performed at Essex Jazz, our own Mr. Nandino had the alto saxophone solo.
before our last selection for the evening, I'm cutting off over here. I just want to once again thank you for coming out to tonight's concert. It's a great cause in the National MS Society that we're raising funds for. We appreciate your support, not only of our students here and your children, for many of you, but also for this wonderful organization that does so much for people with this disease. So thank you from the bottom of our hearts for your support. I'd also like to thank our band boosters, our maintenance staff, our faculty service staff, our administration, as well as our Board of Education. I believe Ms. Anna Klumkowitz is in the audience today, so thank you, Ms. Klumkowitz, for being here. And thank you to all of you, the family and friends of our students on stage here. You truly make this a wonderful community to live in and to make music in, and we are truly privileged to work with these students every day. So thank you very much.
Known for his dramatic symphonies and concertos, Russian composer Dmitri Shostakovich also wrote several more lighthearted pieces. Galop is taken from the composer's operetta Moscow, Cheryomushki. The satirical plot focuses on the neighborhood in Moscow of large government-constructed apartment blocks and deals with one of the leading issues in the Soviet Union at the time, housing shortages. The operetta is quite comical, mocking the corruption and idealism of the USSR in the post-Stalin era and poking particular fun at Khrushchev's notoriously overly ambitious plan to rehouse almost the entire population in hastily built and splendidly up-to-date apartment blocks. Although cheerful and fast-paced on the surface, the composer's use of repetition and contrast between sections of the ensemble allude to the deeper issues facing the Russians at the time. Thank you for coming out to tonight's concert and supporting the National MS Society. Here is Galop by Dmitri Shostakovich.